All right, are we rolling?
We'll see how long this lasts, bro.
Okay. Don't get cancelled. It.
You're making it easy for me.
Oh, God. I'll just start. All right, welcome to Hell's Basement. We're coming live from the darkest pits of hell where the comedy is served black and the souls are extra crispy. How was that, boys?
It was good.
Yeah, that was good?
Yeah, very dark.
Yeah, it's like a pizza shop.
Yeah.
Do you get it? Do you get it? I'm joined here by Meth Rogan, who is my opening act on the road, and Mark Cornaz.
Woohoo, yeah, thanks for having me, guys. Originally from Aotearoa, New Zealand. Which
Shut the fuck up. Okay. Nobody asked you. I know I did, but shush.
Whoa.
Now, Mark is a Brisbane comedian. He's very funny. Him and Richo started Guilt-Free Comedy, which you can see. I'm going to cut that bit. Yeah. All right, where do we start? I'm getting cancelled.
What are you getting cancelled for this week?
What hasn't he done?
Somebody in this room is going to be getting a promotion.
Oh, wow.
It's not you, Mark. It is never going to be you. Never. Meth Rogan.
It's me.
Yeah, Meth Rogan, you're getting a promotion. You're going to be an on-the-field reporter now.
So I'm not here.
Yeah, not here.
So you just get me out of here, cunt.
Yeah, you stink and put the mic to your fucking mouth. Jesus Christ. Great first episode. But yeah, I am getting cancelled by a man named Tommy Cowboy, which is a great name.
Yeah, I'm It's original as, I guess, yeah.
We're just getting the hang of this. But yeah, I am getting cancelled by a name called Tommy the Cowboy. Now, I'm going to play some clips up here. He's done 3 hit pieces on me in 2 days.
Yes, that's what I keep seeing on my F4 for you.
Yeah. Oh, shut up! So yeah. He's made 3 videos in 2 days on me. 2 of the videos were within the same day.
Yeah.
Like, he's my biggest fan, I think.
I think so.
I think this is the first time he's ever, called out somebody like this. And he's done it to me 3 times in 2 days.
In 2 days, yeah.
He's getting views. He's getting views. He knows it's working. If you don't think he's doing it to get views, you're wrong.
You're an idiot.
You're wrong.
I keep getting sent the video of you and him commenting on you and this is your fucking mate. And I was like, oh
yeah, I am your mate. Now you're on my podcast, so you're at the face of it. Cancel him. Cancel him.
Cancel me. I work for a fucking concreter cunt.
He's got kid jokes. You do
Yeah.
have kid jokes. Well,
Absolutely.
only on tour with me.
No, I do them as well. It's just fuck, man.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get into it. But pretty much, I'm going to show you the 3 videos that this guy has made on me, and we're just going to comment along. Okay? And then I think I've got some explaining to do. Not really. Shut up and watch the videos. Okay, so this was the first one. I woke up and I'd never heard of this guy, ever. Never seen one video from him, never recognized him.
Nothing.
And people are like, oh. They're in my DMs going, oh, you're in trouble. Yeah, am I? Shut up. I ain't new to this. I've had Christians knocking on my door for years. Not like Jehovah's Witnesses, just death threats in my inbox every day. Jesus. All right, let's watch this. Who the fuck was talking to you?
What are your guys' thoughts on this joke?
Can I just say,
He's put some effort into the...
dude, those effects were sick. And there's no watermark on the video too, so it's definitely CapCut Pro.
So he's paid for the pro
he's,
version.
he's making money.
Well, you've got money if you've got face tats, usually.
Yeah, okay. When I first saw that face with those tattoos,
Did you think...
I went, oh no. Oh shit. Oh God. How's this going to go?
He's fucked a man in jail, yeah.
Yeah. All right, from the top. But the effects are sick.
They're pretty good. I liked it.
Who the fuck was talking to you?
What are your guys' thoughts on this joke?
Excuse me. I know it's a bit strange with the age gap and all that, but I was thinking maybe I could take you to dinner sometime or maybe something more.
Honey, I am probably old enough to be your mum. Thank you.
Yuck, who the fuck was talking to you?
I like to think I have a good sense of
Can I
humour.
just say, great misdirection. Great misdirection.
It's just standard beautiful misdirection.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Anyway, listen.
I like to think I have a good sense of humour, but Anything that involves kids, it's a no from me, you know. Let's just say, if someone come up to my wife and my daughter like that, we'd probably be fighting, brother.
You know shit, dickhead.
If anybody came up to anybody on the street, if I watched someone go up to someone like that for real in the street, I would throw hands too. Everybody in this room would throw hands.
I'd help mum kick the fuck out of him, yeah.
100%. And people were commenting, oh, why don't you do it to the dad? Oh, do you want me to pay a male actor next time?
Yeah. It's not as funny.
Yeah. And it's like, how am I going to do that to the dad? I'm asking to go out to dinner. I ain't gay. Yeah. I make kid jokes, but I ain't gay.
What, are we in Iran?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. With this hit piece that he's done, he's made it look like this is real.
Hit pieces?
Hit pieces, yeah. Well, this is piece of one. It's a 3-piece fucking chicken box from KFC this guy's given to me. But this is piece number 1. And he's made it seem like this video's real. Like, you go to my video, it just got taken down, by the way, on Facebook and Instagram. 60 million views later, I'm not sad, who cares? But it had 1.6 million likes. Like, people found it funny.
Yeah.
And 60 million views on Instagram, I think like 3 million on Facebook, another 2 on TikTok, hundreds of thousands of likes on either one,
Yeah.
and then 1.6 million likes on Instagram. It was my best performing video ever.
And the people that flogged it was their best performing video too.
Exactly. There's people who remixed it, reacting to it. It was their most highest performing video. People did like it, obviously. It's fucked if you think it's real. It was meant to be like is this real or not? But the top comment, which I pinned, was bloopers.
Yeah.
There's bloopers. It's a skit. Now, I'm going to play the bloopers for all of the people who haven't seen them, just so you can see that this is not real. And that the mum was in on it, and so was the kid. And the kid, don't expose it. She loved it. She was having so much fun.
Who the fuck was talking? Sorry. Who the fuck was talking to you? Sorry.
See, look, the kid's laughing. And then, just wait, you'll hear the laugh as well. Having a great time.
That was so good. Who the fuck was talking? Oh, God. Who the fuck was talking? I'm so sorry. Who the fuck was talking to you? Yuck. Who the fuck was talking to you? You laughed. Who the fuck was talking to you? Yuck. Who the fuck was talking to you? Yuck. Who the fuck was talking to you? Okay, one more where I'm a bit more disgusted.
See, there was heaps of bloopers. You know why? Because even I know how ridiculous that is.
Yeah.
It is a fucked concept, but it's funny. It is hilarious. All of us couldn't stop laughing. I'm in a costume. Have you ever seen Family Guy, the most popular cartoon of all time? Do you know who the most popular fucking cameo character that comes into the show is?
Wilson.
This guy.
Hey.
Herbert the Pervert.
Hey. Wanna come and suck my popsicle?
Hey there, Chris. You wanna come around? You wanna come around and play some PlayStation? I got a swimming pool in my backyard. You can jump on my back and I can be.
Okay, that's enough of that, Mark. Shut up. God.
It's so funny.
Every time you talk, sister. Oh no, wrong one. Sorry, I'm still figuring out this sound. One of those ones. Anyway, great impression though. That was actually amazing. Thanks. But the thing is, it's a character. See there, I don't dress like that. I'm getting into character. I'm wearing a costume. You know, I literally have a bag that is like creepy costume. That character's name is actually Eugene Buffalo. I've used him many times. Eugene Buffalo, that is him. We're laughing because we know how ridiculous the video is.
Yeah.
Like, it's so crazy. Like, yeah, you can't be like, oh yeah, but Herbert the Pervert's a fucking cartoon. This is a character. It's not real.
Yeah.
If this was real, I would expect to get fucking flogged left, right, and center because that is fucked.
Yeah.
It's comedy. It's entertainment. Oh, it's not funny. Yes, it is. 1.6 million people on one platform alone thought it was funny and liked it.
Yeah, but it's like the same thing as like, I don't think.
All right, enough out of you, pal. Let's watch the second hit piece.
I don't think-
We're going to run out of time.
All right.
This is this second hit piece where he's done some digging and just like the mainstream media has cut things up to make me look like a shit cunt. I look terrible.
Yeah. I just can't believe, like, the video that he's like whinging about's nowhere near the worst shit you've said.
Hey, don't say that. Don't say No, but the thing is, and this was at night time, so this was a second video in one day that he's made. I don't think this guy uploads twice in a day usually. He was probably like, oh, this video's getting views. Let's strike while the iron's hot.
If he puts that much effort in to
Shut up.
All right.
I named my Lego because it's a choking hazard for kids under 6.
Earlier today, I put up a reel of this fuck.
Okay, if your video starts with, so earlier today, you're reaching! You love me. He's my man. He looks like my older brother. He looks like he could be my older brother. Like when I don't have the blonde hair, he looks like my brother.
He looks like a tan version of Mark.
Yeah, whoa.
Oh.
Put my hat on. Tuck the front in. Tuck the front in. Don't have that fucking stupid fringe. Okay, you look like every person who flips burgers in every cartoon ever. Take that.
My name's Otto. Hey, man, my name's Otto. Finish for the burger shack.
Dude, that was horrific.
Has he got a gold tooth?
Like an old school filling or like a or like a grill, bro. All right, let's resume in.
Earlier today, I put up a reel of this fella making a joke.
I know it's a bit strange with the age gap and all that, but I was thinking maybe I could take you to dinner sometime or maybe something more.
Honey, I am probably old enough to be your mum. Thank you.
Oh yeah, we
who
get
the
it. We've seen
fuck was
it.
talking to you?
Anyway, I didn't see the humour in it. I understand everyone has their own sense of humour. The thing is,
Okay, right there. He has bitten his own tail in the argument here. I didn't see the funny side of it, but I understand everybody has their own sense of humour. Yeah, done.
End of video.
End of video.
End
That's
of video.
it. That is it.
I understand other people think other shit is funny that I don't think's funny. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Yeah. You just proved your own point, pal.
Yeah, man.
Look, okay, let's keep going.
the thing is, I understand dark humour.
I understand, Duck. Do you? Do you? Hang on, this is the best bit.
Worked in the mining construction industry, a fucking ex-underground coal miner. The shit that we joke around under there, any normal person would think we need to go see a psychologist. Not once.
Tell us the jokes.
Yeah.
Tell us the jokes. Tell us the jokes.
I want to hear one. Just,
I want to hear the jokes.
just one.
If you understand dark humor so well, post the jokes. Let's see if everybody still has the same opinion of you if you say those jokes. I know for a fact you have said jokes that I've probably said in those dark jokes videos. Not the kid ones, the other ones. You know?
Yeah.
The ones that other people attack me for.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, if I was a miner, not like that, no, if I was at the coal mining site with him, and I said some of the jokes that weren't kids' ones, he would be laughing his tits off.
Yeah.
100%.
It's fucking comedy. I was just at a gig, another comic, she's pregnant. She rocked up, said she had a cunt of a day, and then we joked about her killing her son so she could get a nap. Legitimately, to the point where she's like, oh, I'd probably just suffocate him with a pillow. And like, wouldn't even try to cover it up. And I'm like, yeah, what? He'd just be there. It'd be like a.
Hold on. You were joking about.
Hey?
You were joking about murdering her son.
Yeah, murdering her son.
Get out.
Yeah, go. You reckon?
Yeah, get out.
Fuck, sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Stay there. Let's keep watching the video.
Not once do we ever joke around about kids. We all have kids. Anyway, I've seen a few comments on my reel saying, oh, you know, it's
We
Okay.
all have kids.
Yeah, we all have kids.
Yeah, we all got kids.
Yeah, he's got a kid.
It's a skit, you mug.
Oh, no. We'll get to why people get offended anyway. Hang
it's a
on.
joke, a mug, blah, 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 blah.
I love that. He said exactly, like, you can tell that comment really bothered
Got
him.
him, yeah.
Because he's like, just remembered it word for word. Like, usually if someone's calling me like a gronk or a flop, I'm like, oh, whatever. But if I see something really bad, I'll be telling someone like later in the day,
Yeah.
oh, by the way, they told me to go fucking throw a clock at my mum.
Word for word.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember that. You can tell he's woken up and got mug. Nah, fuck off. I ain't
Fuck
no
you,
mug.
You cunt.
Righto, so I thought, okay, maybe I've misunderstood him, his humour. So I went on his page,
did.
I looked at a few other reels, and this is what I seen.
What's the difference?
This is not what you've seen. This is what you cropped out and put together to make a hit piece to make me seem like I'm a pedo.
Difference between Madeline McCann and a pig.
You kill the pig before you spit roast it. What does matter?
And that one is a brutal one.
That's fucked up.
When we do the dark jokes, we don't write these. We get... And that one's brutal. That is a brutal one. But the thing is...
I'm not a fan of that one.
Neither am I. The thing is, the dark jokes videos, the whole point is to say the most darkest, brutal shit.
Yeah.
And newsflash, we don't fucking make these up. These are submitted to us by fans. You guys have done this to me. The fans send them in. Most of them are off the internet. Barely ever it'll be something that's like, I'll get the scaffolding of a joke and I'll replace it with just say a certain celebrity died like the week before. I'll replace that.
Yeah.
So then it works that way. So then people are like, oh, he made it up. No. The only things that I say that have come out of this brain is my stand-up.
Yeah.
You know? Like the skits as well, like I write them.
Yeah.
Like the ones I'm getting cancelled. But like the dark jokes, I think it's common knowledge to everybody that like half of these are like Zoo Weekly jokes.
These are like the fucked up shit that your uncle tells you in front of the family and he gets in trouble for.
Or the fuck shit that you say underground at a coal mine.
Yeah. In the dark.
Dark humour, he said that.
Alan McCann and a submarine have in common. They're both at the bottom of the ocean full of semen. I'm sorry.
She's in my basement.
Oh.
So yes, for those that don't know who
I love how he put two Madeline McCann jokes back to back.
Yeah.
To make it seem
Make
like
you
it
look
was
like a proper cunt.
Yeah, okay, dark jokes, Madeline McCann edition. By the way, I'm coming out with Madeline McCann merch next week. You can buy that at julianwoods.com.au.
Just a milk carton with the face on it.
I was going to.
Legit?
No. No. I was going to make merch that was just like a pink bike with cobwebs on it.
Fuck.
Because one of the most popular dark jokes videos was that. But then the artist was like, I'm not painting that.
Was that the one they said no to?
Yeah. I was like, fair enough.
Semen. I'm sorry.
She's in my basement.
Oh.
So yes, for those that don't know who Madeline McCann is, she's a 3-year-old girl that went missing in Portugal. They never found her.
I named my Lego because it's a choking hazard for kids under 6.
Oh.
To me, the word...
It's like you've stitched, and by the way, all of these are different parts. We film them on the same day in the same clothes, and then release them back to back. But he's got a point. But yeah, no, it's just like, you know, like like a news journalist will be interviewing someone and they'll be like, oh yeah, so da-da-da-da-da. And then they're like, oh yeah, I really hate it when we come around here. I'm wearing this black sheep t-shirt today to see the people come out in March. And then the news will edit it to, I hate black people. I didn't say that. Yeah, no, it's a full hit piece. But anyway, let's keep watching because we're staying on this for too long. Spit
roast and children in the same sentence will never be funny to me. Also, the reference...
I don't know why I found it so funny. No, but like, because oh man.
Because he genuinely means it.
And
that's why he's like genuinely like... It'll just never be funny.
No, it's not because he genuinely means. It's just because I think it's so funny because it's like so clueless to be like
what it is.
To what it, yeah. Anyway,
will ever be funny to me in that context. Anyway, look, each to their own. Everyone has their own sense of humour, and I understand that. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, do you understand it? Do you understand it? Because it doesn't seem like you do. You've made 2 videos on me being like, I will never find this funny. I don't think you understand that. In fact, I think you're going against what you're saying, and you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Understand that. Yeah, I don't know. Some of the people on social media and their pranks and their jokes is just fucking like, I don't see the humour in it.
Some people on social media and their pranks and their humour, I don't see the humour in it. You know what I don't see the humour in? Watch this.
Hey, Dad, this is my mate from school.
Yeah, how you going, son? I am a beautiful black princess.
What?
Wait, that's
Nobody can convince me otherwise.
Trans woman.
That's a white trans woman, yeah.
This isn't going where I think it is it? By the way, amazing video quality.
Yeah,
this is top notch.
Bro.
Top notch stuff.
Send us through the model of camera you're using, please.
Right.
Nobody can convince me otherwise.
I didn't get off work to deal with this
Wait,
shit.
no.
Oh.
Really? You're not allowed to bring any more mates over, you hear me?
Transphobic! You're a transphobe. You hate trans people. You're posting videos hitting kids for hanging out with trans people. Like, who? Like, this is so 2025. How self-unaware do you have to be to think that you deserve the moral high ground in an argument against someone when you make videos pretending to beat children for hanging out with trans or gay kids? And the thing is, this isn't the only video like this. I've never heard of this guy, but my friends were messaging me saying, hey, I follow this guy. You know how he got big on Instagram? For posting videos pretending to hit kids. Oh, but underage fucking shit fucking is way different. Oh, is it? Because there's definitely people who are very traumatized by domestic violence when they were kids from their parents, just like there's people who are traumatized from getting fucked. Like, you can't have the moral high ground here. No. And then, do you know how hypocritical that is? Do you know how silly you look? Being like, hey, oh, no, but mine's way different, less great. Nah. The undertones of your video is that you hate trans people. You think trans people shouldn't be hanging out with your kids. Oh, no, but it's a 90s kid. No!
Oh, yeah, that's how he gets away. He puts the 90s caveat.
No. It's like people messaging me going, oh, you're a fucking closet pedo. These videos are actually how you feel. Shut up, retard!
Oh, yeah.
You're a retard. I get the little humor in this. It's not well executed or well made at all. It's not a good video. But I could see the comedic thought process in this video. And that's like me saying to him, oh, dude, nah, you fucking actually beating your kid means you fucking hate children and that you just think trans people are disgusting and aren't equal to normal people. That's what it looks like. Tell me, Cowboy, I know that you don't hate children or that you fucking, I hope you don't beat kids. And I sure as hell hope you don't admit to hating trans people or the gays. But do you know how easily people could fucking I could rip this and be like, oh yeah, there's heaps of videos. I've been sent them. Literally everybody I've spoken to who knows who you are is like, oh yeah, no, that kid his shtick is beating kids with a belt. His shtick is like hating fucking people for being gay and trans and just beating his son for hanging around him. You don't have the moral high ground. You are nobody to point at me. Plus, at the end of the day, you're making your videos, you're doing this thing, I do this. But you know what? All these jokes that you think aren't funny, I tour the world doing sold-out shows to people with these jokes.
They work.
You're on your iPhone in the kitchen. You know? Maybe.
Keep at it.
Yeah, no, but just maybe. You could have just hit me up and been like, hey, any tips? And I could have fucking...
helped him out.
Because the thing is, there's potential in some of these videos. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, this isn't funny, because that's exactly what I joke about. You've just poorly executed it and the videos aren't good. He actually replied to one of my comments and he was just like, I'd never have a beer with you. And I was like, he looks like someone I'd have a beer with, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
And I guarantee you, if you didn't see that video when I saw him come, if I went up to this guy in a pub and he hadn't seen those videos and I was like, hey, look at my followers, you want to have a beer? He'd be like, yes!
Yeah, he's a fucking bag.
And I'd be like, yeah, listen, mate. It's my shout.
Yeah.
Trust me. It's my shout. We've been talking about this for ages. Let's move on to hit piece number 3.
All right.
we haven't even finished the videos yet. Fuck. So this was the next morning. I woke up and I was like, goodness gracious.
Have a watch of this joke.
My girlfriend used to give the best
transitions
again with those transitions.
They're amazing.
It's the best thing about the video.
It's 100%. That's the only reason I stayed.
Then a baby teeth grew.
It's a brutal joke too.
So regardless whether you follow me or not, I just want to run a little experiment.
Regardless whether you follow me or not, hey, it's only the people following me commenting on it, pal. And okay, the thing is about social media, whoever you get to first, that's the opinion everybody goes for. It's like, if I was to call him out straight away, plus with my massive audience, pal. No, but if I was the first one to be like, oh, duh, this isn't right, then that's how the tide sways.
Yeah.
He did it first. I'm not like, even though I'm doing a podcast right now, this is in retaliation of me getting about 5,000 death threats. Do you know how silly that is? Grown men A lot of them are misspelt, by the way.
Oh, I can imagine.
Very misspelt.
I'm guessing a lot of them don't have ownership of their children.
Yeah. They never do anything to the kids, but the wife.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Cook the man some fucking eggs. Hey, that's... Say something.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Listen, you're doing this. You're coercing. You're writing the script at this point, you know? You're controlling the wave pool.
Experiment. In the comments, let me know if you find this funny, because the fellow that made this joke reckons it's niche humour.
I love how he's posted my response, but his response, he's got a big fucking animated arrow going, my response. Yeah, we get it, pal. We can see your name. Tommy Cowboy. There's only one Tommy Cowboy.
I just want to know who his target audience is, because...
Who my target audience is about double the size of yours, pal. The number of people who like that video is bigger than the number of people who follow you. And it's true.
Because most of the people I know wouldn't find this funny.
What do you do when your baby starts screaming? Use more.
Now look, Tommy, I understand that you don't see the funny side of it. That's the thing about comedy. It's subjective. I said it in my comment and I'll say it again. You could find something so fucking offensive and it's the worst thing to you and it makes you want, like, you could hear a joke and you are so offended by it, you just want to fucking punch my teeth down my throat. Like he commented to me, by the way. It's crazy. Like, I could say something that offends old Tommy and it would just make him furious. And then I'll say something else and he'll be like, oh, I'm not offended by that. That's actually pretty funny. But if I went and said that joke to someone else and they have a personal experience, like just say, like that Jesus joke. You remember all that fucking hate mail I got for the Jesus joke?
Yeah.
And like the opening joke of my tour last year was like about people getting offended, all this sort of shit, and how I got over 10,000 death threats from Christians, from religious people. Because I told the joke, and this is the joke. The joke was, why does Jesus get so much pussy? Because he was hung like this. Now, that is a very safe, simple joke that you're probably like, oh, that's barely even funny. Oh, it's sort of funny when you think... No, listen. People did not like that. People are fucking dedicated over Jesus. I could say something about like a racial stereotype and someone has had a fucking horrible, horrible experience in their life with racism or something, and they are as offended as you are by my jokes. Now, there's people who are trans and gay who would be very, very offended by all of your videos. Like, I don't know, I didn't do a deep dive. My mates just sent me his videos. Apparently, this guy, I'll tell you something. This guy, he used to just post videos hitting kids, and then he's done these 3 hit pieces in a row. And do you know what his video was this morning? What? It was something like, are you a Hilux or a Land Cruiser guy? It had like 10,000 views, had nothing. He's probably like, oh. And then the next video was him going at Tim Lawrence, my mate from the Gold Coast, who does dark jokes as well. He was meant to open up for us at the Brisbane show, but he ended up tearing his knee.
Yeah.
He's gone at him. It's just like, dude, what's he going to be, a fucking content cop now?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I get it. Some people don't like jokes about children. I fully get that. But the thing is, it doesn't mean it's off limits. What I say on stage, I do not think or fucking act on off stage. I don't. In reality, if someone walked up to me and was like, hey, I have these feelings, done. Like, are you serious? It's so crazy to me that people are that riled. And also, he's just coercing a reaction out of people. He's doing rage baiting like I did in that video where he's making people think it was real too. The thing is, I've replied to some of these DMs that I've got of people giving me death threats and been like, you know the video is fake, and sent them the bloopers and they're like, oh, fuck, I feel like an idiot now. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, fuckhead.
Jesus Christ.
The one thing I will say, what baffles me about it is, though, this cunt's made 3 videos, right? Bashing...
And made some money.
But bashing you about this, about joking, about pedophilia, essentially.
Yeah.
He better be out there actually pedophiles if he feels that strong about someone making a joke about a kid.
Yeah, it's like... And
you better be, your hobby better be stomping on pedophiles' heads if you're whinging this much about a
Dude,
joke. of a
how is
pedophile.
that though? Pedophile content is huge at the moment. Not like that. Not like that. But like,
Thank you, Chris Hansen.
no, but like going out and like doing what Chris Hansen
That's
did and
what I'm
like
saying.
catching pedophiles. But it's crazy. Everybody films shit these days.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a camera. Like back in the day when we were like 15, we used to fucking lure pedophiles underground. We'd go on like Craigslist and like Backpage and shit and lure people being like, we're fucking 15. And we'd lure them to an undercover car park. No cameras back then. Do you know what we did?
Fuck them.
Yeah, we got them to suck us off. They were the good old days. Blackmail and a pedo into giving you head. That was that for a joke. That was me on the receiving end that time.
But that's
Like, this is the last time I'm talking about it, but like, have an in-depth conversation if you want. If you're just like, oh, no, fucking no, kids are off limits, you fucking dog. No shit, they are. When it comes to comedy, no, they're not. If I was going out on stage and going, oi, no, guys, oi, everybody shut up in the crowd and listen. I'm Julian Woods and I love kids. That's going to get clipped. But Tommy, you completely contradicted yourself. At the end of the day, I don't think you understand dark humor at all. Because if you did, you'd be like, oh yeah, fair enough. Leave it at that. If you don't like my videos and you don't like those topics, don't tune in. It's not all about that. It's people like him who are at the pub being like, oh, dude, people are soft these days, you know?
Yeah.
Oi, VB, people are soft these days. Remember back in the day when, like, Chris Lilly was on TV fucking dressing up and shit, bro? Do you remember how, like, people said fuck on TV, brother? Cheers! And then these days, it's just like, I'm coming out trying to make dark humor great again in all aspects.
Yeah.
Don't joke about that. What, you just want me to joke? Like, it's dark humor. If I didn't want to joke about that sort of shit, I'd be Dave Hughes. Fucking Rove McManus. Like, I've got a disabled little brother. It was very hard growing up with that for my parents, me, our whole family. I don't get offended by disabled jokes. I personally know how hard it's been on my dad, my family, for him getting bullied and stuff. If someone bullied my brother, bang, you know? But like, people making jokes about it, I do not care. Yeah, it's just ridiculous, man. People like try, especially him. He's leading a group of people. He's an influencer. He's got like 200 and something thousand followers on Insta. He's an influencer. Whatever he says, he's leading a hate campaign to me of people. And the thing is, there's going to be the stupid fuck who will see me out in public and be like, oh, let's fight. Or come up and be like, oh, Tommy the Cowboy will think I'm real cool. And like king hit me.
Yeah.
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And even today, I was like, I went out and I was like, I wonder if I'm going to run into anybody. I went to Kmart. Love your videos, bro. They're hilarious.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kmart worker. Jesus Christ.
Thanks for your support, conglomerate. Thank you.
Anyway, moving on.
Can I finish off one thing on that before we move on?
Yeah.
So I don't think I will say with the dark humor shit, if he genuinely thinks he knows what dark humor is, then he should know someone that's been through trauma that's then joking on that trauma. Like there's that whole thing about, oh, you shouldn't joke about rape. I've got a friend that was raped that jokes about it on stage to deal with the trauma. So you're saying she shouldn't do that? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, but that's trauma responses. Like I got a voice message from a girl this afternoon who was like, her voice was, I showed Mark, her voice was shaking. And I was like in a full conversation with her, like explaining it, all that, and being like, giving her sympathy. Because the thing is, I'm not a shit person. But the thing is, she was like so offended by it, and then I'm having like a big conversation with her, and then her whole tone on it changes. Of
course.
But it's a response. Some people, it's fight or flight.
Yeah.
Some people will be like, embrace it and be like, I'm trying to make people laugh out of spots where usually you don't laugh.
No.
And whether it's been like, oh yeah, you say some vile, fucked up things. On stage, I don't say anything like I say some fucked up shit on stage. Don't get me wrong. But it's not as fucking brutal as like the dark jokes episodes. They are designed to be they're designed to be offensive. You know, it's shock value.
Absolutely.
Even when we read them, and like when we get sent them, we're like, oh, that one is brutal. That's going in. Yeah. Did you have anything else to say?
That's essentially what it's meant. Like, it's like you're trying to say, you know what dark humor is. Like, if you really knew there's people that actually go through shit that will use it then to deal with it, man.
What's your thoughts on it, Mark? You haven't said anything. Probably because I keep telling him to shut up.
No, I reckon let's move on. Yeah, I think together as a group we've said as much as we can about old Tommy the Cowboy.
Yeah. It's just Tommy Cowboy.
Let's let him kick his boots up and I can
muster on down. Muster on down to the water hole.
Go and get him hard there, Tommy boy.
No, like I'm sure he's probably making a living off his own videos, and good on him. Do your shit, but don't come at me. Don't come at the king. Don't come at me when you're not perfect either. Nobody's perfect. No. We're just doing our thing. My thing is making fucked jokes. That's it. Your thing is whipping kids with belts.
And putting in some fucked audio too. He puts in like some horrific audio.
Yeah.
Like the kids are screaming. I don't know where he got that audio from.
Do it with a dog next time and see how that's received. Have a dog yelping in the background and see how many fucking ha-ha comments you get. All right, moving on. All right. Cyclone Alfred just hit Brisbane. Everything feels so pointless after saying that. We should have said that at the end. But Brisbane, where we're from, Brisbane just got hit with Tropical Cyclone Alfred or ex-cyclone. People are talking about it like it's their girlfriend. You know, like on the news one day, they're like, Category 2 Cyclone Alfred. And then the next day, they're like, ex-cyclone Alfred. All disappointed and shit. But Cyclone Alfred, they were hyping this thing up for like a whole week, being like, you need to go at panic buy. Hey, there's a cyclone coming. Get every toilet paper that's ever existed and every bottle of water, you cunt. But Cyclone Alfred, that was like you being like, oh, fuck, I need a shit. I need to take the hugest shit. I've got to take a massive shit. And then running to the toilet being like, I'm going to shit myself. And then you hit the bowl and fart.
Yeah.
Cyclone Alfred promised to shit, but was a fart.
Wasn't even a shart.
And it was like they prepared for it, like all the SCS, everything would have been so ready, and it was just, oh, like I saw the SCS. You know what the SCS were doing? They were at Pepe's Mexican restaurant saving chimichangas from the flood. I saw them saving 4 chimichangas, 2 fajitas, and a burrito.
With their mouth.
Pepe's, lovely Mexican. At Jindalee and at Newmarket, if you're in Brisbane.
It took some fucking power out.
Oh, it took some, yeah, you got affected because you live in the poor areas.
I'm in a very poor area. I live in the Mount Isa of Brisbane.
Do you know
and
why
it makes me feel like home.
Mark wasn't affected because he doesn't pay his electricity bill to begin with. He didn't have power at all anyway.
No, it was pretty good. I had a bit of human feces around my house, though.
I saw the video.
Why?
He had shit floating up his driveway.
I just had a sewage.
From the flood.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just like fucking crackheads in your area just being like, oh yeah, nobody's out and about. Let's drop it here.
To one of them weird dog shits where they lean up against the wall and just shit against the wall. Have you seen them?
That's fun.
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah. Oh, I'll show you a couple of videos after.
No, well, I saw the army driving around here, and it's like, the army? What is the Australian army going to do? The army here doesn't know what to do. Do you know what the army here does? They play social rugby and get free coffees from local cafes.
Sexy.
But do you know why they made such a big deal about it, though? The Cyclone Alfred.
Why?
Because back in 2011 we had those massive floods, and the government got heaps of warning to let off the dams, and they didn't. And when they let them off, there was so much water, they ended up killing a few Queenslanders. So Queensland's got to be extra cautious of this now because they end up.
What do you mean, killed a few Queenslanders, like people who live here, or the homes Queenslanders? Because I think it killed both.
Drowned a couple of homes.
Yeah, a few Queenslanders were swept off there.
Yeah, like the government got heaps of warning, bro, and just didn't do anything.
So you're saying they over?
Yeah, they got to. But now they've got to like just over warning.
Okay, nerds, shut up. God, always just ruining shit. But no, yeah. The army, they were like driving around and it was like, oh yeah, did they find out about the chimichangas as well? Or has Tinder Gold finally paid off for them? That's what the army does here. They go to cafes, they play rugby, and they pay for Tinder Gold.
Try to fuck your wives.
Like you go to someone from the army here and you're like, oh, decapitation. And he's like, oh, decaffeination? No, just double shot, please.
Yeah.
Fucking, like, do you know what's crazy? Like, I was in LA and we were like in an Uber and we were like, why do they have so many like veteran ads here? Like, what the fuck? And we got kicked out of the Uber. They were like, don't disrespect our troops.
Really?
Like that, they're full on it. Whereas here, with like majority of Australia, like AJs, like army jokes.
Yeah, you're a
we're like,
fucktard.
we're like, they're like the fucking. They put on a pedestal like a shrine overseas. Support our troops, and we're like, you suck.
Yeah, they're nuts. I was watching a video the other day of when veterans see someone wearing an army uniform they haven't been in the army.
Oh, the old stolen valor.
Yeah, bro. And this dude stripped this dude in a subway. And this African American woman just like recording him like, hell no. Like, and this veteran's just stripping this young kid down.
With the stolen valor.
Yeah.
You pick them though. They look like they're swimming in them, eh? They're like,
But nobody here steals valor.
No.
I could go steal lattes from McDonald's with that shit. Dude, that is so good. Go to like a fucking there's a second-hand army shop like a couple suburbs over.
Yeah.
Go to there, steal an army uniform. Steal an army uniform. Free coffees.
Yeah.
Free coffee and social rugby and maybe half price on Tinder Gold.
I was going to say, or bullied by the public.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, I'd never send any of my kids to the army or the navy.
All right, guys, just wait a second. I'm stopping the podcast to tell you to go check out the Vegas Stars Instagram. Why am I telling you to go check out the Instagram? You'll have to go see for yourself. The link is in the YouTube description, so make sure you go check them out. Back to the episode. International Women's Day did happen, and I've got a great clip here. So this was on International Women's Day.
No, I can't.
Taking to the skies, this is one very special Jetstar flight.
We have an all-female crew on board today.
You know what I would do if I was on that flight and I heard that? Help! Help!
To Adelaide.
From the schedulers, dispatchers, cabin crew and flight deck, it's women who are pushing aviation to new heights.
New heights. Do you know what new heights is? This is what happened last time there was an all-female flight. Whoops!
No, is this the one that flips over?
Female pilot.
Was it?
Yeah. But speaking of women, okay, over the past week, a radio host here called Marty Sheargold, who is a host for Triple M, has he's hit the headlines a little bit. And now is unemployed because of shit he said about the Matildas soccer team. Now, if you're from overseas and you don't know what the Matildas are, they are the women's soccer team for Australia. The Australian women's soccer team, is that correct?
And they had like
I don't know, I've never fucking seen them. Nobody's. Anyway, let's read this. On the Marty Sheargold began discussing the Tillies. That is so gross.
Tillies.
That they have a nickname. Like, you know, at school, the cool kids had nicknames. Yeah. Like, can you imagine, like, the dork in the corner, like, who's, like, a German kid called Garrett? And one day he's like, hey, someone called me Gaz. You're like, shut up, Garrett. But when the Triple M program and podcast, the Marty Sheargold Show, began discussing the Tillies' results in the tournament on Monday afternoon, the host took the opportunity to express his feelings towards the team. I think that's saying it pretty lightly. The discussion between Sheargold and co-host Troy Ellis and Will Ralston began with Ralston mentioning the tournament to date. In football or soccer, it's been a nightmare tournament for the Matildas over the last 3 or 4 days in the US, Ralston said. Sheargold immediately jumped in with the following rant, including downplaying, unintentionally or otherwise, the Matildas' semi-final appearance at the 2023 FIFA World Cup on home soil. By the way, that was the worst time ever.
Yeah.
When that shit was happening. I would have rather been in lockdown again.
Yeah, than living in here when it was happening.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, the Matildas, you don't care. Stop pretending to care about them.
You learnt about them 2 months ago.
No, you learnt about them last week. You don't care. You know what? But the thing is, like, and they were like so hyped up, and then as soon as they lost, everybody was like, oh, fuck the Matildas. What the fuck was that? It was like post-nut clarity when they lost. They were like, what the fuck was that shit? Plus, I think that one's a lesbian. But it's like, you don't care. Like, no, everybody pretends to care about the Matildas. But, like, half the time when they're playing at a park, because nobody watches their games, you don't care about them. they had that wonderful tournament out here where we all fell in love with them, even though they didn't make the quarters. Which is inaccurate because they made the semis.
Yeah.
You know what they remind me of? Year 10 girls, Sheargold continued, as laughter rang out into the background. You know what? That's sort of true. You know why it's sort of true? Bang! Yeah. Because Matildas lost to the Newcastle Jets under 15 team. 7-0.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. So what did he actually get fired for saying, though?
Oh, just wait. Just wait.
It gets fired.
Marky, just wait. All the infighting and all the friendship issues. The coaches hates me and I hate bloody training and Michelle's being a bitch. Now, I'm sorry to undermine the whole sport, but that's what I think of it. So you can stick it up your ass. That's wild. On radio, Triple M's like a fucking, what dads listen to hear AC/DC.
Yeah.
Fucking Sheargold jumped in screaming, "Oh, she believes in what? It better be men," as more laughter rang out. That's so funny. All these producers who are probably like 60-year-old men being
I heard the snippet. It's like,
I haven't heard it.
It's dudes cackling.
I've just seen, is it?
It's like his co-host and the other dude are just
laughing.
Having a good old giggle, yeah.
I just saw it all over my timeline. So I looked it up and read it and I was like, oh, after a conversation about Sam Kerr and her partner, American footballer Christy... Oh, surprise, surprise, they're lesbians. Which included Sheargold's question, do they play the same position? Ralston tried again to keep the bullet moving.
That cunt's just laughing the whole time. That dude's just...
Is Ralston a female?
No.
Oh, so he's just... By the sounds of it, Ralston sounds like a chick. If I didn't know any better, I thought Ralston was a woman.
No, he's a dude. And he's just giggling through it.
Okay. We're 12 months out from Australia hosting the Women's Asian Cup, so hopefully we have a better runway to improve before that comes around, he said. Sheargold responded, "Oh, God, the Asian Cup. I'd rather hammer a nail through the head of my penis than watch that." Oh, wow. As a sound effect, and more laughs were heard.
Yeah, you got 5.
Now... That's what he got fired. That is what... Okay, Triple M, for anybody listening overseas, that is like one of the top 3 main radio stations in Australia.
It's huge.
That's mainstream shit. You don't say, "I want to shove a nail down the head of my penis" on a radio station like that. You know where you say it? On this show. You're not going to get fired from it. You might get cancelled by Tommy Cowboy.
You say it on this show or to the hooker that you want to nail the fucking...
He probably just doesn't give a fuck though. He's probably on the out, working there. He's worked there for years. He's got himself into a bit of trouble. Back in 2023, he just disappeared for like a week.
Oh, just didn't show up.
Yeah, and just came back to work. Was like, "Yeah, I'm back." And everyone's like, "Where the fuck's Marty?" And he just came back.
Just went walkabout the cunt.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at him.
Do you know what
he does stand up too?
Doesn't he stand up?
Yeah,
he's a comedian.
Is he?
Yeah.
Him and 2 other guys do this like footy blokes fucking stand up tour.
All right, guys, thank you for watching this week's episode of Hell's Basement. If you're listening on Spotify, make sure to give us 5 stars, leave a comment, fucking do all that shit. I don't know. I've never done this before, so I'm still learning. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to leave a comment, like, subscribe, do all that shit. Share it around with your mates. So this isn't the usual format that we're going to be doing on the show. I've got some things brewing up in the basement of hell, baby. But, so stay tuned for that. We've got some exciting guests lined up. And Meth Rogan is going to be our on-the-field reporter, and I'm excited for that. Just the fact that he's going to be not here. That's going to be great. And also, if you've got time, go to julianwoods.com.au and sign up to my mailing list because we're going to be announcing something soon.
Very big.
And if you've been paying attention or you've been watching this long, there's been little Easter eggs scattered, hidden everywhere, fucking in plain sight, in videos. Who knows, maybe everything you've seen in the past week has been on purpose. Let's just say I hired a publicist.
Oh.
I'm stealing publicist. I'm not stealing her, I'm just going to be using her as well. So if you know anything about controversy, So if you made it this far, you got a little fucking hint. You got a little secret. Look around. Enough clues. Fuck off. I'll see you next week, cunts.
Hey, if you're ever in Brisbane and you want to come and check out some comedy,
okay, that's enough. All right. As always, stay positive, test negative, and
Never give money to the Chinese.
That is racist.
Oh.